Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Truesight TV. I'm SP Revolution 5, bringing you Join Dota League Season 6. Boreal up against next level badasses. Boreal looking like a favorite in this match so far from what I've heard, although they do not have Angry Testy with them this evening, and they're also missing someone else. Let me see if I can pull up their roster, but next level with their entire full lineup ready to go here. Pretty exciting. And thank you guys for taking time out of your day to participate in our broadcast. We, of course, appreciate that. Boreal going to ban out the Visage and the Zeus as well. It's Pizza Dad, who is also not here. He'll be having a stand-in here. So I would actually have to say I give a slight edge over to next level. A little worried about what they would pull out of the hat here. In terms of standings, they are 2 and 4, with Boreal sitting 4 and 2. Boreal's only loss being to E-Hug, actually, which is surprising. Because I remember us casting this, and I actually want to say that Boreal won it, but apparently I am wrong in my memory. So very sorry about that. Anyways, next level, gonna ban out the Quap and the Gyro, some heroes that are very popular picks these days. We will have Skywrath as well as Spirit Breaker picked up for your Radiant team. Lena will be now picked up by Boreal, a hero that they like a lot. I'm pretty sure they'll run that in a support position. They will actually ban out the Leshrac as well. Very interesting bans coming out from them. Not exactly standard per se, but still potent, we can say. Especially the Leshrac. Banned this early without like a Shadow Demon pickup or something curious like that. 5
seconds remaining.
It's interesting to see that. Neither team, though, respecting the IO, both saying, hey, we don't need no IO, you don't need no IO, we'll be okay. We'll do just fine without it. Yes, they will have that going for them. Winter Wyvern also banned out by next level, but Winter Wyvern has not had much success. In fact, I'm not too sure there. And there's the IO being banned out now by Boreal. And an instant Slark ban out for next level. But we've already got the KVH hero up here, and that is the Shadow Fiend. And they can start building their strat around that very nicely. Spirit Breaker, though, decent against him, as well as Skywrath Mage. That high magic burst damage and high burst damage in general. Excuse me. Gonna keep him down.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Or at least hope to, as the next pick for next level should be coming up in the next 30 seconds here, as they are running quite low on the reserve time, and I need to log out of Steam. Very sorry about that. But it'll be a Brewmaster for them, so probably your mid laner or your off laner, possibly as well. As we saw Isurus pick up last night, but Vengeful Spirit being picked up now by Boreal. Give you a little more negative armor with the Shadow Fiend. Could see something like a Slardar picked up, maybe? Slardar has been doing pretty well.
10 seconds remaining.
As of late.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Legion Commander.
Legion Commander going to be picked up by next level. A hero who actually does terribly up against Shadow Fiend, but here's your physical damage coming in. The Drow Ranger, pick up by Boreal, will help them a lot to do things through that.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining.
We'll see Witch Doctor and Bristleback both banned out here in the final phase.
Tinker.
But it'll be a Tinker pickup for NLBA. Okay. Very interesting strategy coming out from them. Boreal, of course, are looking for an offlane hero of some sort. Excuse me. And actually, Clockwork could work very well to track down Tinker. Also to tank up for the Drow, but a ranged hero could be nice too.
Enchantress.
It'll be Enchantress here for Boreal, probably going with a Slasher's Way build. And this I am really excited about seeing them experiment a bit. It will be Jeppins on that hero. With Penguin taking up the Lina. And as the players pick up their heroes now, we'll load into the game shortly. Of course, again, I'm Esper Evolution 5 for Truesight TV, and thank you for coming out this evening. There we go. PlagueDota. He is not casting with me tonight. I don't know where he is, but he's probably working or something.
5 seconds remaining.
We've come up slightly short-handed on Truesight TV lately. Of course, Reinessa being at the summit and working to get her own stream partnered as well. However, we are going to see Boreal and NLBA duking it out here in just a moment. We're going to have Kikoni on the Shadow Fiend. KVH will actually be up top on the Drow Ranger. Not what I predicted, but apparently Kikoni stepping in for them will be able to fill his shoes quite nicely. We'll have Vengeful Spirit, played by, oh my god, why is that your name? I don't even know what to call it, so we're just going to go with Vengeful Spirit. Jeppins, of course, will be on the Enchantress, looking to play the core. Down bot, Lina will be played by Penguin here. On the other side of the river, next level badasses, you've got Noble Wings on the Tinker. All ready to go in the mid lane with a Salve and 2 Tangos to sustain against the Shadow Fiend. Yargity will be on your Skywrath Mage support. Up top, it looks like we'll have Zero with a very interesting Legion Commander set. And I really do like it as well. Also down bot, Sparky will be on your Spirit Breaker, excuse me, as KY will be on the Brewmaster. They try to throw out a stun back at him, but not going to be able to. And actually, it's NLBA who grab both of these bounty runes right off the bat here. Of course, I'll be bringing you guys all of the action here. Hopefully keeping it exciting, keeping it interesting. Noble Wings gonna get a little bit of help in the mid lane, at least until he gets a bottle or something, but Penguin rotating around as well. And I feel like Lina is going to be a very good pickup here for the team. Drow's Aura, of course, going to help them out a lot, but the main focus here needs to be the Enchantress. And I'll admit, I'm very shocked that they picked up the Enchantress while they have heroes like Spirit Breaker, heroes like Legion, not so much, but kind of. But any of these high burst, high nuke damage heroes, wouldn't really call Spirit Breaker that, but his ult does do a whole lot of damage to Enchantress. And Gonna make her life pretty tough in the mid game. Meanwhile, though, Noble Wings trying to defend the mid lane here. Penguin and Jeppins trying to keep, or Penguins and Kikoni trying to keep the lane alive here. Of course, Penguin not a stand-in. I might have mentioned that already, but not sure. Actually, Noble Wing's going for a March-based build, it appears. Then he'll grab the bounty, and Yerkety going to find himself an Invis rune, hopefully to rotate down and take out Jeppins, who has got 2 points up in the Untouchable. They do have a good chunk of damage here if they wanted. They'll have the charge coming in now, which will stun her up for a brief moment. They just can't seem to get those right clicks in there, but Yerkety with the body blocks will secure that first blood for KY. Jeppins gonna fall. The good dying young down here in the bot lane. Noble Wings will have his bottle coming out to him. Kikoni not quite so lucky, but is ahead in terms of CS, but didn't have those tangos pulled to him. And of course, I believe those tangos were picked up by himself. So, meanwhile up here, Zero actually going for the Moment of Courage build here to hopefully get some CS, maybe fight very early on. I don't play much Legion, so I don't really know what the standard build is, but I want to say you generally pick up a point in the heal in the offlane unless you're not having any trouble, which right now he's really not. He's doing just fine. Actually has 12 last hits to Drow's 11 and 1. And that is probably due to the Moment of Courage attack chance. Meanwhile, Enchantress trying to heal herself up. We will see her get slowed down, but slowing the attacks of all her enemies here. Actually has a salve to work with if she wants it, and now she will pop that. This hero, she's going to be very strong in the offlane, but I'm worried for her in the mid game when these nukes become a serious problem. She needs to either go Glimmer Cape or maybe even just a casual cloak would be nice. Or even a BKB could be very useful here to stop it. Of course, BKB not going to save you from all this. Now, Zero getting wrapped around on. Whether he realizes they're not in Penguin. Going to throw that on the stun. Will connect. As a Dragon Slave out. Is Zero able to get out? Being slowed by the Frost Arrows, but still pretty fast. We'll try to man-fight Drow. And gets one lifesteal off, but of course the stun will secure the kill. Just trying to do some extra damage up here before heading back home.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And then, of course, with the stack up there, will be very useful for Drow or Shadow Fiend in the mid game. Noble Wings gonna start spamming out the March. A little interesting that he was against the dual lane, didn't go for the heat-seeking missile. Meanwhile, we do have a charge coming out toward mid. He doesn't realize Lina is incoming, though. And it looks like with the TP in from the Skywrath Mage, it will be an engagement. Kikoni under a lot of trouble, and we'll go down to the laser. Noble Wings able to bring him down. Penguin gonna come up and just try to sap some XP for a second. Probably not gonna be able to get much. Meanwhile, up top though, Zero in a lot of trouble. We'll purge off the armor reduction, but still hit by the slow. And we'll be okay here. Does salve back up after he's sure that KVH is backed off. Spirit Breaker coming on in though, and actually a big nuke coming out thanks to overwhelming odds. And Spirit Breaker might be able to secure this kill. If he can get a bash, he will. Not get the bash, but he will be able to secure the kill nonetheless. And actually notices this stack here. A Skywrath Mage will actually come through. Won't be able to clear it himself, of course, but... Excuse me. Had to go to the dentist earlier, so... The Novocaine is doing some work on me right now, I will say. Well, charge coming in bot lane. It just does not stop the gank train from Sparky, as he will actually be slowed by 100 on that attack speed. 3 points up in the Untouchable already and about to hit 6. And this is where Enchantress needs to get a big advantage and probably pick up at least a kill, if not more than that. But she does have that impetus to work with now. The problem being, NLBA are very tanky other than Skywrath. Skywrath will basically be food for Enchantress, but Enchantress could be food for him as well. We don't know where Testy is, guys. Chill. Chill. I can't control the players. Tread's actually coming up for Enchantress now. We'll see a charge coming out onto Brewmaster. And actually a slow coming out onto Lina. Penguin in a bit of trouble. We're going to see Jeppins pick up that heal. Actually turn around on Yurgity and try to find some hits, but not able to do so. He'll slow them down quite considerably. In fact, Brew, with Enchantress's high move speed, isn't even able to get a hit off here. Enchantress, though, with very low-ish mana, not going to be able to do too much here. Probably looking for that magic stick. And you definitely don't want to commit the mana for that spell and then miss. So, Brew actually picking up an extra point in stats there and some treads. Going for more of a battle Brew. Very interesting. Maybe not see a blink rush from him. Meanwhile, up top, we're going to see a charge come in on KVH. Brew with the power treads up now. And the impetus just coming out. It does tons of damage to Brewmaster here and should secure the kill. There we go. You have to respect the Enchantress. The Sproinkster, she can Sproink you up very easily, as we actually are going to see Sparky get taken down up top. Drow, with a little assistance from our Vengeful Spirit here, who has no name.
Regeneration.
Is going to be able to secure that kill. Nice aggressive ward here from Boreal. So they will look for Zero. He's going to grab that creep. Does have a duel available if he wants to go for it, but he'll get silenced. A charge coming out, and it looks like they're going to be able to get it anyway. KVH in a lot of trouble, and is going to start buying out. They don't want to go for it with two heroes coming in here. Jeppins throwing a big hit off onto Sparky. And we'll actually have one extra hit to go on there, but... And all 4-4. As the game going pretty even, but Shadowfiend definitely able to get his farm here in the mid lane, sitting on 69 last hits, 9 minutes in. Near perfect CS. Just brilliant from him, indeed. One second here. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking around a bit here as the game is cooling down a moment. Not too much going on. In the meantime, a stat coming up on the entrance. This poor Vengeful Spirit, well, is very poor. Only 300 in the bank. Not a lot of money to work with, indeed. Jeppins, meanwhile. We'll continue farming bot, getting some solo XP here. Just what he likes, and actually having the Drow is helping him out a lot. That's 36 extra damage he otherwise wouldn't be getting. It means without the impetus, he'll still hit pretty dang hard. Hard enough to matter, at least.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Zero working on the blink, I would assume. Very interesting pickups here. No, for your Radiant team, as Kikoni gonna look for a gank in here, maybe trying to bait Zero into a duel. They realize that won't work. Are gonna get some armor reduction off on him, but he'll be fine here. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Jeppins gets stunned up with a bash. The rockets coming out, a rearm from Tinker as well. Can they track him down? It looks like the sprites will be enough to heal him. And if you've watched my stream at all, you know I play a bit of Enchantress mid myself. There actually is going to be a charge up toward top lane to go on KVH. They want to get this duel win, as KVH has only died the once so far in this game. Tinker, though, TPing in as well, and they know they have to back up now, but can these heroes be more aggressive? They can't go past the creep wave or it'll give things away. And, of course, Spirit Breaker not going to be able to secure the charge through there. Draw with the Mask of Madness picked up now. Penguin gonna get charged out, but Sparky already getting hit with a Shadow Race as well as some right clicks to actually almost secure the kill, but wasn't quite enough, of course. Sorry about the camera there. Meanwhile, Legion actually going down to the Drow Ranger. That was not a duel. Just get a charge actually coming out toward KVH, but won't be completed as Sparky places down a ward and backs up off. They're going to get a smoke up on Drow right now. They already have the Mask of Madness, and they want to take Roche very quickly here. In fact, she's saying, Vinge, get over here. Vinge, I know you don't have anything other than brown boots, but we got things to do. People to see. Let's go.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And it's going to be a straight scepter for Enchantress.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There's a charge coming out there. They know about this. They're going to be able to do something about it. Penguin in the back of the pit. They'll grab the Shadow Fiend first off. KVH, he's up in his grill. Doesn't have that extra damage, but nice gust back on Sparky. Will actually trap him on the cliff. If there can be one more raise out, they could secure the kill. They'll actually get that. And Zero looking for the duel. It will be a win, but it's also a loss as Zero will go down there. Jeppin's trying to chase down Noble Wings, who has no mana. He'll find him. Tinker having malfunction down here. We will see a split come off from the Brewmaster. Penguin on the run now. They'll just get rid of Enchantress. Say no. Get away from us, you forest nymph, you. As the rocket's going to fly. We'll connect with the Vengeful Spirit, but Brew in a little bit of trouble, and by that I mean a lot of trouble. Laguna Blade and Impetus. The Laguna maybe not even necessary there, as Jeffins is going to be in here. Now, they will be able to use Untouchable to basically tank Roche for free. And KVH will be back into the fight just in time to help finish him off. And do that. Oh. Yeah. Sorry if I am not giving you guys the energy you expect from the cast. I'm sleepy. After this, I'm probably just gonna like go to bed or something, but I don't know. Had to get part of a crown put in today, so was laying back for 2 hours at the dentist with drills and whatnot in my mouth. Well, it's not fun. It was not fun. Zero just making himself a small home here in the trees, as actually the bot tower is going to be under siege. Boreal getting quite the advantage. Actually, after that last big fight, we see a 3k-ish gold and XP swing that Boreal are able to get the most out of. Lina denying the mid-tower draw, getting the last hit on the bot tower, and Lina actually sitting on 1800. Could be going for a Blink, could be going for a Yules, and I think Yules would be the way to go here, especially against the Spirit Breaker. Because you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone there pretty easily. Jeppin's getting charged up, though. There will be a duel coming out from Legion. But do they have enough damage? I don't know if they do. They have the Skywrath ult, but Jeppins is just not falling for it. He's like, nope, let's just sprunk it up here, boys. Sun's 1 up, 0. Gonna be in a lot of trouble as he gets swapped back, and Jeppins lives to fight another day. An extra point in the attributes coming up. Not even worried about the untouchable slow. And I'm beginning to think this may be the skill build to go for on Enchantress, ladies and gents. You don't need creeps if you're core Enchantress. Generally, your creeps are just like a Meals on Wheels sort of scenario. And that's not exactly what you want to have going on. Don't want to feed the enemy team. Meanwhile, mid, just kidding. No big engagement here. We're going to see the Midas coming up for Sparky. Something I definitely question. Their lineup seems more centered toward early aggression. Not exactly late game potential. Although it could just be treads. It's going to be a charge out on the Shadow Fiend. And we'll be able to hit him right now. Also throwing out the ult from Sparky, who will be almost taken down, but there'll be a duel out from Zero, who blinks in just in time. The Skywrath Mage ult coming through to help secure the kill, and Sparky just getting a little bit of XP off of that, and then TPing back home. Aegis getting reclaimed in just about 2 minutes here. Drow using it to get some space, using it to farm. It looks like Zero just needs a moment. Wow. Meanwhile, Enchantress with a 17-minute ag. She has really done well this game. Sitting on it 3-1-3. It's actually a charge coming out from Spirit Breaker, though. And will be canceled once again. He can just spam that all day, you know, with the Charge of Darkness. Oh, but look at the damage coming from Inch. He's just too strong. And that extra attack range just meaning she can stand further back, not have to worry about a thing. A little surprising that she doesn't at least enchant a ranged creep to use the Drow aura with, because, hey, 53 extra damage, even if it is on a creep, could be pretty decent in a team fight. Drow will be going for the Sanji Nasha just to try and push and close out the game here. They've got about a minute left on the Aegis. Let's see. About 30 seconds, let's say. As the bot tower does go down to Legion, who doesn't seem to be letting up here. They're going to try to sort of give up this tower. With the Tinker here, they might be able to base race it. But Drow trying desperately to just say, hey, fight me. Take this Aegis off me. Bet you can't do it. As actually a clap comes in from Brew. KBH is going to fall, but that Aegis will be popped. Of course, Kakoni getting swapped out safely. Sparky to Sharky, hit with a stun, taken down. Now, Enchantress actually bringing down Yorgity in 2 swings of the Impetus Sword. Shadow Fiend pops an ult, but doesn't seem to do very much just yet, as Brew will actually end up getting back into the fight. Splitting, but coming back its true self, as Yorgity did buy back here, going to try to go in on Jeppins. Jeppins still fighting it out, almost full health, and this is the power of the Enchantress. It's just 3 supports sieging here, up against 3 cores, but it feels like so much more. Enchantress sitting on 1900 gold right now, and that's a melee Rex already at 19 minutes into the game. Jeppins maybe looking for more, not going to find it though. It does have that heal to help them sustain. And also, that will be a Yules complete for the Lina. We're going to have Tinker with the Dagon. Already opting for the Blink Dagger, of course, but then straight into that damage-dealing Dagon. That is going to be one thing against this Enchantress, so they do need to close the game out very quickly. She does have a Mask of Madness picked up, and, well, that's going to do quite a bit. It, of course, is not going to do too much against Tinker, because it's not going to make her any tankier. It's just going to make her squishier up against that Dagon. Well, we do see Noble Wings coming out onto the bot lane. Tries to do some damage to Lina, but it's not quite enough. Meanwhile, they'll be farming a stack here all together as a family. How sweet. Shadow Fiend appears to be going for a Silver Edge. Tinker actually picking off the Lina with what I'm assuming was a long range rocket. Enchantress doesn't even need the impetus to do it. She'll finish off Yurgity there. He did get a bounty rune for his troubles, but that's pretty much it. As Brew, he does have his Blink Dagger, which I was unsure if he'd go for, but of course, I mean, Blink still being a standard on Brew, it was just an interesting position and build for Brew. But Enchantress sitting top of the net worth, and it's not every day you see an offlane hero do that. Actually managed to enchant the Ice Armor Troll creep thing, and okay, actually Sparky is dead. Jeppins is unstoppable and not even up to level 16 yet. Does have 4 points up in statistics. That push being repelled slightly, but up top, Zero gonna not lose the duel, but it will lose her life. His life. Its life. Whatever. Coney trying to make it here. It's not going to be a Silver Edge. It'll actually just be a Sanjin Yasha. Dagon, they're picked up by the Tinker. Level 2. More burst. And he wants to get to the point where he can just one-shot Enchantress. Unfortunately, though, that ain't happening anytime soon. Let me just see. How many, 622 kills on Jeppins Enchantress. He's played this one before, guys. Six and 1 on the hero right now. 40 seconds until Roche is up, and Shadow Fiend now with the Sanjin Yasha ready to go. So we'll be a bit tankier. Penguin could be in some trouble here. Nice Yules just to save himself, and a nice silence coming out on Sparky to stop him from engaging there. Penguin needs to get back though. So actually there will be a TP back home from the Spirit Breaker. Still assuming this glove is looking toward a Midas. 23 minutes. I'm not sure what you're hoping to accomplish with that Midas other than just some extra levels. Maybe.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
TP scroll picked up though. It looks like they're gonna give Shadow Fiend this Aegis. Jeppin's now sitting on a Demon Edge. Now here's my question. Do we see a Rapier, or do we just see something like an MKB Daedalus? I think MKB is your logical choice here against the Brewmaster, but they do need to close this game out quick. And as dominant as they are, as hard as it is to kill this Enchantress right now, Rapier might not be completely out of the question. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but it would give them some damage against towers that they don't have otherwise. However, I highly doubt that will be it. Lina working on her own Ags. Only 700 gold to go here. Boreal just looking so strong at the moment.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's Jeppins actually able to take down Yurgity. Nice swap out there from your Vengeful Spirit. And Jeppin's doing just fine. There will be a charge out on KVH, but a Yules to keep him out. KY trying to jump in and split. We'll get the split off and the stun. Needs to turn around on Vengeful Spirit. We'll take him down. Shadow Fiend respawning now with the Aegis. KVH going to go down. Penguin in a lot of trouble, but Jeppins, he's actually on very low health. Doesn't have a heal for 7 seconds. Is it enough? They will bring him down from the Yules. His sprites are here, though. And KY actually has blinked himself into the trees. Doesn't realize how good he is at juking at the moment. But meanwhile, these are just trying to come in. We'll throw out a big nuke And that's a lot of damage going Jeppin's way. He will fall to Noble Wings there with the massive amount of burst. But Kikoni thinking twice about that ult. With Zero's Blade Mail as a factor. There will be a charge coming in from Shadow Fiend. They'll try to bring down Kikoni, and it looks like they'll be able to. Everyone taking the blunt of that ult, but it is a full 5-man wipe, which should... Okay, we're not going to see all 5 wiped there, but at least the 3 earn NLBA a 3.7k gold swing. Absolutely enormous here for them. Shadow Fiend actually picking up a Blink Dagger. So he's going Aura SF, which is a very interesting choice, especially when he's not choosing to max the presence of the Dark Lord. Shadow Fiend is absent, it appears. He is not present, but Spirit Breaker still committed to this match. It's 27 minutes in. And hey, I guess you gotta have it at some point.
Radiant's top barracks are under
Not
attack.
particularly seeing why, but that's fine too. We got Alina with an Ags up. And what else was that? There was something else. Oh. Of course, another level of Dagon for the Tinker.
Money to burn.
That's a ward, of course. And Zero are going to just Shadow Blade away here. Yes, he has got that as well as the Blink Dagger, but of course the Silver Edge is going to be very useful. In fact, it'll enable some surprises like this one on Penguin, who was caught with her pants down there. Of course, Zero, if he's paying attention, knows Shadow Fiend's around here, as he did feel the presence of the Dark Lord. Even though it's only a level 3 presence of the Dark Lords, it is a presence, nonetheless. And Dagon level 5, now up for Tinker. That item slot is capped out, but actually, Shadow Fiend, not going to get jumped on here. Does hit Legion with the Sange Maim. But, won't quite be enough. Tinker now, having himself some fun. Digging down some creeps, showing off his new toy, basically. And Enchantress will be going for that MKB to counter the Brewmaster. Since, of course, Hex does not disable passives anymore, MKB is pretty much one of the best ways to do it as a support. Alina now with the Sentry and Observers. Picked up. And KVH. Dead.
Dire's top tower.
Spirit Breaker will give them a slight speed boost, but actually they managed to take a top tower, and we could see the game seriously turn around at this point. As Boreal have seemingly missed their timing. Solar Crest is up on the Venge, but not when Venge is dead. And Noble Wings able to finish it off with the Dagon. Doesn't really care about the physical damage debuff
Dire's top
there. We'll TP back home right now.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm assuming he's going to go for an E-Blade next. It would be very useful against the Enchantress. And actually, Kikoni on the wrong side of the map here, buddy. May try to mech out of it and actually won't be okay. I thought he would for a second, but then, of course, the Dagon. Just being more and more of a pest. And now, Tinker really coming online this game. Really starting to dominate. There is a Scotty up for Drow. Thinks he's playing the good old sniper build, but going with the Archer build, actually, with only one in Frost Arrows, one in the Gust. and a whole lot of stats here. But, of course, your damage mainly coming from Enchantress. As long as Drow's alive, Enchantress, where's she at? Enchantress will hit pretty hard, sitting on, well, 300 damage, pretty much. And that's without Impetus being a factor, which, let's be real here, Impetus is quite the factor. There's now a Silver Edge picked up by the Legion, and a double damage rune. Can she make something happen with it? She knows somebody's been here recently. But unfortunately for her, they're all in the mid lane. And if she sticks around, she may actually find the Drow. And actually, she's ready. Just waiting on the charge. She will actually dual Drow. The double damage, not even needing this Silver Edge. This KVH. It's not going to be in a fun spot here. Noble Wings getting taken down. KY looking forward as well. And actually, the Brew Pandas, only the Earth Spirit being unaffected by that Enchantress ult. They actually think she's coming down a lot sooner. Skywrath Mage pops the ult and does not get anything as Jeppin's in a lot of trouble. We'll get bashed up now. Meanwhile, Tinker taking down Vengeful Spirit. Brew will trade for the Enchantress. But Drow, of course, already on the sidelines from that previous fight. Shadow Fiend tossed into the air via Brewmaster. And Penguin throws off a Sun. Sparky could be in a lot of trouble here. Penguin doesn't have an ult available. They'll pop the ult of Shadow Fiend. Zero, though, with the Blade Man will turn it around on him. Kikoni in a lot of trouble. We will see Penguin take down the Brewmaster. But it's a 4-for-3 trade. Favoring your Dire team. Hold that thought, though. It's actually 4 for no, still 3. Make that 5 for 3. Very clutch Ghost Scepter there from Skywrath Mage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Saving his life and keeping him alive to fight another day. Legion now with her 110 bonus damage. We'll start to push, but meanwhile, the top range rack's actually going down. No TP available from, well, Skywrath. Legion had one. Just didn't choose to use it. Okay. Meanwhile, Brewmaster, I'm assuming working on a Shiva's Guard here. As Tinker will be picking up a point booster for himself. Now, this could be any number of things now. Bloodstone, Octarine, of course, which would be pretty nice this game. Scepter is also a possibility. And making all these physical damage heroes miss with their right-click attacks could be huge, but I think he would have gotten it before now. Now I feel like the damage is just going to not be that big of a deal. Ghost Scepter up for Spirit Breaker as well, and it's going to be a serious issue. I mean, the physical damage coming out is very high, but if you don't have a Diffusal or something, which is pretty much just a Diffusal, to purge those Ghost Scepters, you have no way of connecting with your physical damage. Your physical damage is pretty much a moot point then. And, while they certainly have a lot of it, there's only so much they can do with it. They are going to be forced to stop leveling stats on Drow, who actually sees the Roche. Jeppin's going to tank it up here. Oh my god, this is actually, like, genius. The fact that he's got the MKB on Enchantress means not only is he slowing down the attacks, he's, oh, but a clap in from the Brewmaster. We'll get back to that in a second as Jeppins will fall. That's a gem on the deck in the hands of Legion now. Actually, as KVH will get jumped on, bursted like crazy. You just got a Roche? That's real cute. Let me show you what we think of your Roche. You dead, mate. KVH in a lot of trouble here. We'll burst down too, but yeah, no luck. As 2 cores go down very quickly for Boreal. NLBA making a huge comeback right now. They are attempting to rat it out with Shadow Fiend. Not doing too great, and he's still 300 gold off from that BKB that he's looking for. And I'm surprised he bought out the Mithril Hammer, because he would have buyback right now, and it looks like they might need it. As the racks are being assaulted by your next level badasses right now, there is a BKB now up on him. Okay, he just sold the mech. Picked up the cheese, though, but there's a duel out on Penguin, who is going to be going down. They throw the Skywrath ult. Wasn't even necessary, as Drow is going to buy back. Does throw off a Gust that misses. And now the charge coming through. They've got to do something. They stop the Spirit Breaker from charging there. He will Endurance Run to hopefully get them away even quicker, but the rack's already beginning to fall here, and the range of this team, well, it's getting pretty insane. Enchantress will get back up, but if she gets dropped as quickly as she did last fight, that's going to be a serious problem. There's a clap off from KY. He is invading a lot of those hits. Enchantress will be here to finish the job and throw out some huge impetus right clicks onto Noble Wings. Take him down in 3. There's a little bit of shame, I guess, but not too much.
Regeneration. Radiant's courier has been killed.
What? Uh-oh.
Radiant's middle tower is
That's not good. I don't know what was on there. But it's still not good that it went down. Skywrath's trying to flap his way back to the fountain right now. It's, oh, how the mighty have fallen. Enchantress now 4th on their scoreboard,
tower is under attack.
as they will deposit the gem in their base. They know the Shadow Blade, or Silver Edge rather, on Legion Commander is too important for them to give up.
Radiant's
However, the bot racks. Now the point of siege for Boreal, who may still be able to pull it back. Zero with the blade mail up. KVH is going to drop, but he'll fall in return thanks to the Enchantress. There was cheese up somewhere on someone. I don't really know on who. Maybe it was Enchantress. I'm not really sure. That's Kikoni. Will get hit here. They're going to try to bring down Sparky the Sharky in return. They will be able to, at least. Penguin back into the game now. Does have the Aghanim Scepter to work with. That's pure damage coming out. 2 hits. And Skywrath will actually live because he's able to go Scepter through Jeppins. Going down now, will fall, but does have a buyback to work with. They do not lose the melee racks or the ranged racks, which were actually the point of focus for Boreal. We'll be able to hang on a little longer.
money to burn.
Meanwhile, though, This could be under siege. Penguin going to be TPing out. Excuse me, not the racks. The base itself could be under siege. They do have that Tinker to hold things back. I'm still not sure what he's building towards. And his buyback will be off cooldown soon, though, so it's good that he is saving for that. Does have 380F left over in the bank. Or surplus, if you prefer.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, March coming out from Tinker. We're going to see the Legion go in looking for a duel. Will get it off on KVH and win once again. But Kikoni, he's staying alive. Where is the Enchantress? No, serious question. Where is she? I'm not... Oh, she's back on the back lines. Trying to find something. We'll be healing up quite quickly here. Is there enough nuke damage to bring her down? It looks like there may be, but the Yules into the air. Can Jeppin survive? Jeppin's actually turning around on Zero, but he'll die to the blade mail. He'll be forced to buy back if he wants to resurrect the game now. Tinker TPing back into the fight. Penguin gonna go down. It's all up to Shadow Fiend and Enchantress. Shadow Fiend, of course, having that mischance up on him. Enchantress gonna turn around. He'll take down Tinker very quickly. But Zero, looking for it, will actually spot him with some vision of some sort. I'm not really sure what. Zero, blade mailing up. Will purge himself. He's going to try to man-fight the Shadow Fiend, but Enchantress knowing, hey, that is down. We can take it out here. Kikoni, he'll blink away just in time. Noble Wings going to try to blink after him. Going to try to find him just in time. Going to blink again, but it's just not enough time. He'll get into the fountain. He'll even buy a salve to heal himself back up, but it's a triple kill for the Enchantress, and now Tinker, well, he found Shadow Fiend. He'll be able to catch up with him, but not before Jeppins picks up an ultra kill on the Enchantress. I think it's safe to say that you got sproinked, son. Radiant's Courier going down again with, I think, the exact same items on it. Oh dear. I may never know what's on this Courier. Oh, it is actually Sparky. I don't think there is a Courier that is a Shark, but if Boreal can make something happen with this push. There's no buyback available on the Tinker. There's no buyback available on the Legion. There's no buyback available on the Brew. It's just these two supports. And they've got Ghost Scepters. But I don't think Boreal care. We are going to see KVH get a silence off on Skywrath, but that's it. But Scott, as Shadowing coming in here, they'll be forced to go Scepter up here. There's actually a slow going to come out on Skyrath. They do take down the range Drax. And here come the melee. And I don't think there's much that Next Level can do. The mid-racks are the point of focus now for Boreal Esports. Jeppin's sitting on a VIP booster just to stay alive here. He could get a heart, but he doesn't even need it. It looks like they're just going to finish the game unless a miracle happens. Mega Creeps coming in for Next Level, or for Boreal, excuse me, coming into the base of Next Level. A big ult coming out from the Shadow Fiend, the Brewmaster. He's got his spirits up. There's only 2 remaining, and one of those is the red one. It's not going to live very long. Zero comes in, trying to man fight with the Blade Mail, but it won't be enough. GG is called, and that's game number 1. What a game from both these teams, but of course, got sprunked in the end. Guys, I haven't seen a game that exciting on JDL in a while, but apparently we have one. There could easily be a game number 2 picked up. That's just as exciting. In fact, there is a game number 2 coming up in just a moment, guys. So, don't go anywhere. Boreal up against NLBA. I'm SP Revolution 5 for Truesight TV. Boreal take game 1, but can they take game number 2? NLBA looked pretty decent there at points. I wouldn't be surprised to see a respect ban out on that Enchantress, which was quite the power. Excuse me, quite the powerhouse this game. We'll be right back, guys.